So I definitely wanted to come and give y'all some health and fitness type tips today. And this one's just gonna be about body fat. I know a lot of people that get that like visceral, like that thick body fat that they've had for a long time. Like I got a family member that's like my cousin. He's very like skinny fat, right? So his arms very small, his legs very small, but he got that belly, and he also got like diabetes. And I've went through times in life where I have had excess fat. To me, like I I'm of the mindset where like fat is easy to lose. I know a lot of people don't think like that, and it's usually the type of person that I was watching this episode of Jubilee, and this lady was like just giving a lot of excuses of why she can't lose weight, and some of it was like, okay, yeah, having kids and being busy, having a job, all those are like real things. But then she tried to basically say she didn't have time to cook, she didn't have time to work out. She said sometimes she didn't feel like even getting out of the bed because she was like depressed and stuff like that. And I'm not here to like debate those factors. I'm just here to give like extra tips if you are that type of person. So I think one of the biggest things you can do is one, you gotta shift your mindset of making excuses and stop thinking about why you can't lose fat and start thinking about how you can. And it's not gonna be an overnight thing, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be an overnight thing, but there are ways that you can do it. And one of them is just finding some natural things like I know like anything I say, do your research on, because I'm not no scientist or no doctor, right? Do your own research, but like chia seeds and hemp seeds. My lady right now, she's been like selling them to a lot of people. She actually got the idea from my mother, right? My mother, I guess she did her research, started looking it up, and I think she mixes chia seeds and hemp seeds, puts it in a water bottle, and she drinks that on her day-to-day basis. Like I know it will make you want to go to the bathroom or have to go to the bathroom, but also it curbs your appetite, right? So you won't want to snack as much. And I think that's the biggest component to the fat that we have is not moving enough in the diet, right? I feel like those are the main two components. So if you can curb those two things by, okay, let me get at least a little bit more exercise. I don't feel like getting out of bed. Like that's like the worst excuse you could have. If you want to say healthy food is expensive, we can debate that all day because inflation and all this stuff. You gotta have the right place to go, like a farmer's market, to be able to get like cheaper, healthy food. So I can get that. We can debate that. But when it comes to I don't feel like getting up, that's a you problem. That's like a mental problem, right? So you gotta curb that. You gotta be able to get out of bed and do something, whether it's just starting with going on more walks, making sure you're getting extra steps in a day, because it doesn't me I've never counted calories a day in my life, right? Never counted calories. All I ever did was, okay, I start seeing myself gain weight and I want to lose fat, just exercise more, increase my output of exercise, my output of energy, because that's gonna burn calories, right? And then then the diet, right? It's the sugar, it's just the bread. Those are two big main components. Like I've seen it time and time again. I've seen people just cut out bread and sugar for a little bit and they lose a lot of weight. It's because those foods is what create a lot of the fat. If you just having a steady intake and make better choices when you do eat like the processed food, all that stuff, for the most part, you gotta minimize it as much as possible. The snacking, you gotta find ways to minimize snacking as much as possible. And we got the resources out there, right? The internet is out there. We got AI. Ask your AI, whatever AI you use, ask them, okay, what's the best ways for me to stop snacking all the time? And then it's probably gonna give you and look up like natural like herbs and stuff that will help you like stop having that urge to snack all the time. Because we gotta realize hunger is necessary. It's a feeling, but we've kind of like overloaded it, like because back when food was scarce and we was hunter gatherers and stuff like that, we would basically eat whenever we had a chance to, right? Because we never know when that next meal is gonna come. Now we still get that hunger, and if you notice, you kind of get hungry at the same times throughout the day. So a lot of it is like working through that and understanding like, okay, I may feel hungry, but that's just a feeling. That's nothing. That's just like being sad. It's just like a guy being horny and stuff like that. So it's definitely ways to that we can get past those hunger pains at some point. Like me, and another way I also, maintain my weight is fast once a week. You don't gotta go completely nothing. Me, I kind of switch it up. Maybe one day I'll do no carbs. This day, another day I'll do just a fruit fast. Another week I'll do just a water fast or whatever. Like, you just gotta, it's at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's like someone with an addiction, right? People can send them all these tips. You can send them to rehab. You can do all these extra things. But at the end of the day, it's about you and you're wanting to be healthy, right? Because the doctors, they're gonna, tell you you're obese and all this stuff, right? But are they gonna, they'll tell you diet and exercise, but they won't actually give you like proactive steps that'll help you into that diet and exercise, because we're all different people, right? And some people got different illnesses. I'm not ignorant to that make it harder for them to lose weight and stuff like that. At the end of the day, we gotta decide how much do we love ourselves and the people around us, that we want to be around for them as long as possible. I think that's a big part of it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have this discussion in a way that encapsulates everybody's kind of perspective on it. And when it comes down to loving yourself, wanting to be around as long as possible for the people you love too, then that's a big motivating factor, right? That's something we can internalize and will make us want to make changes in our lives. And beyond that, if it's just, you want to get the body you want, build a better physique, and you're capable of it, nothing really stopping you besides you just being lazy and sitting down eating chips and your emotional eating and stuff like that, you just got to find better outlets, okay? Something bad happened to you, or you are sad, or you are depressed. You just got to find better outlets, man. A lot of times just going out there, getting some sun, and getting around the right people. Because if you got people in your life that aren't, aren't being like, or aren't like trying to like correct you, or aren't like trying to like motivate you to lose weight, or if they just the type of people, because I've seen it. Sometimes people will lose weight and their peers or friends that are still big will be like, oh, why are you losing weight? Now you're getting all skinny. Because people get shamed on both sides of the spectrum. The skinny girl that's very thin, she's going to get shamed, and the big girl's going to get shamed. And do I think shaming kind of works sometimes for some people, but for a very emotional person, shaming not really going to work. So we got to find those positive outlets. Got to make those diet changes. We just got to move our bodies, people. But that's all I got for y'all for this video. As always, love y'all. My family, one last thing. Make sure you get to the Telegram if you're not in the Telegram group. That's why I'm giving daily updates. Also, check out the Patreon, and also got a donation link if you want to support the channel. That's it, though. All right, y'all.